In the 24/7 news culture, the society is bombarded with news information. The journalists play an important role of giving information about the burning issues of our time to the public. But it is felt that there is a professional conflict for survival between the male journalist supremacy and demand of equal rights from his female counterpart. Work pressure is inevitable in such a competitive industry where even a holiday becomes a work day. The question is, does this conflict between the two genders really exist in media, or is it just a hype? Let us look for the answers from the journalists themselves.
Yes, there is very much gender bias in media. I've seen it through my eyes. I've experienced it, and people hire females more than guys just because they are pretty, they look good on television, right? Every other business channel has a new face every day of a female, not of a guy. So I think yes, they are very much biased towards females.
In the newspaper that I worked in the bureau, I'd say that there were just maybe just three girls, including me, and to be given political reporting was a big thing, because everybody thought that women couldn't report on politics. So I did a lot of political reporting, including elections and etc. And it was really enjoyable. And I didn't at no point of time did I feel that my editor considered me any less than my male colleagues. In fact, I would say that at times I felt I had an advantage being a woman.
So yes, it's quite difficult, but then I was the only one who decided to join journalism field. So I don't think it's a good idea to crib about it, but yes, when we think practically about such things, it is quite difficult.
No, generally I don't see this bias. I mean, we all know the image of the female presenter that has a pretty face and is the show-off piece of a major TV channel. So there we actually see a surplus of women when it comes to presenting and being the pretty face at the forefront of a major media campaign. These are mostly women. There's a strategic advantage on the women's side. But when I look at my own working employment over here, I really don't see that women have some sort of disadvantage. It's more about opportunities, and it's a tough competition, surely. And I think the allegation that there is some sort of gender bias is more deep-rooted in culture and in basic sorts of access to education. But as soon as you have the education, as soon as you're out there on the working market, it's only about opportunities and not a specific sort of discrimination towards women. When we look at here, this working environment here at HT, there are wonderful women working here, part of the team, highly qualified, who made their way through a rough selection and assessment center and the usual selection criteria for employees, and they're the same standards for men and for women. You can't find double standards as with regards to the selection of employees.
Today, professional women are found almost in every work field, from flying a jumbo jet to managing top financial sectors of India's booming economy. They are the force behind the change in India's development. One such lady who this year celebrated her 50th year as a journalist shares her story. Veteran journalist Usha Rai, who started her career in 1961 with the Times of India. This is what the lady herself had to say about her journey of 5 decades.
At that time, there were not many women in the profession, and Times of India didn't hardly have any woman on as a journalist. They had women at the reception, you had women who were telephone operators, but on the desk and then reporting, nobody takes you initially seriously. So the thing is, I think it's much tougher being a woman and how to prove that you're there for the career and you're not there just to have a good time, or you're not whiling away your time. And that was a big responsibility, but I enjoyed the profession right through, and I have no regrets at all. So I just stayed on. Then I got married and I had kids. I had to, at that time, I had to balance a bit, in the sense that you can't quite work as hard as you can when you're married as when you're a single woman, and especially if you have children. I also found that because I was the only woman, I was also not given the kind of beats that the men had. They were doing the more, what would be called the more important beats. So I was in good, and they like it. Then slowly you get more responsibilities. And I said, since I was among the few, since I was the only woman, I found that I was given a lot of the social beats. I was asked to cover education, health, women's issues and things. And since there was nobody writing on these issues in those days, what you wrote became quite interesting and important. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, I don't see it now as biased, because I feel that all these areas that I was reporting on were important. It's not that I didn't cover Delhi administration or the municipal corporation or Delhi University. I covered all those also. But I carved a little niche for myself in areas in which I specialized, So these were some of the areas that I specialized. And right now there is, if you ask me, in the English language newspapers and even on television channels, I don't think there is a bias.
Like in any other field, in journalism too, women are shining brighter and excelling in ways unimaginable.
No, I see only a professional approach to any story that is done. There is either a good story or a bad story. That women are there in this field is true. There was a time when there were no women in the field. There were absolutely none, but now there's so many of them. And for women it's been a challenge to be there. First, to get in there, it's been a challenge. To survive there, it's been a challenge. To remain there, it's been a challenge. Now the second level is how well they come up from there. They have already reached there. They are very much there. So as such, whereas women and male are concerned, women of course are said to be better workers. But as such, there has to be only a professional approach to work. And women are hard workers, men are also hard workers. They're shirkers in women also, they're shirkers in men also. But in this field, there is a professional approach.
There are a few women who have made it to the top, such as Shobna Bharati, Vice Chairperson and Editorial Director, HT Media Limited, Barkha Dutt, Group Editor, English News, NDTV, and global figures like Oprah Winfrey, the head of OWN. Success in any profession can be reached when both the gender are given an equal opportunity. This is where they contribute in the balancing act. But none can survive without the other. Both complement each other. Without this combination, the world is incomplete, and certainly journalism would be imbalanced. What the journalistic world needs is the fair and balanced voice from both the genders. This is needed for the plurality of voice that the society needs to hear.